everyone, I'm Aztec Wolf, and today I'm playing Astroneer. This game is how do I describe this? It's like survival crafting in a solar system space game where you go on a planet, you discover resources, you build stuff, you go to other planets and stuff like that. And there's like a storyline of sorts in this, though I have not really played. In my experience, I haven't played enough of it to actually really fully unlock it. I just know there's like something about the center of the planets have something in them, blah blah blah. I think the best way to show you is just to play it. So let's get into it. Yeah, so you can see your space station here, which you'll never see again. That's one of the planets. This is the one beneath me, is the one I'm going to. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at it. Looking around real quick. See my... Ooh. Come out of here. And my dropship turns into a shelter. Alright. Alright, this is my shelter. It's mostly just a respawn point. If I go in here, saves the game. And if I die, I respawn. This little tether thing, this little blue tether thing I'm attached to, supplies my character's oxygen and power from this shelter. That's another thing it does. If I go too far from it, it disconnects, and the little blue thing on top, as you can see, is decreasing. When it hits the end, I die, which eventually you guys will find out what happens when that happens, because I will die. I always suffocate myself. It also if I use my multi-tool here, like this thing, I will lose power and I will have to come back to recharge. So the idea is to always be tethered, which is something I will show you guys how to do in a second. This thing over here is a mission log board, essentially, and a transporter for items. Missions is kind of how you, since the most recent updates, missions is a good way of like learning how to do things. It's kind of like leads you to do what you need to do. I'm very terrible at explaining things. I'm better at showing. This is a small printer, and this is called an oxygenator. I set this in here like this, open it up, bam. Now I have oxygen. It provides constant oxygen flow for tethers, platforms, and cables mostly. What tethers are, I will probably get right now because I just completed another mission. This thing's a tether. I can make them using resource. And when I go out too far, I pop one down using I'm on controller, by the way. None of you have figured that out. This game really is not, in my experience, PC keyboard friendly. I had to switch controller for this. But yeah, I do this and I can explore. And I can pick it up and put it back into my inventory if I don't like the direction I'm going. Let's see. Basically, what I like doing is doing the missions, because they usually give me stuff and they give me bytes, which I can use bytes to do research on. If I can get this back onto my thingamajig. This is where I can learn my research. I'm going to learn the smelting forward and the soul. Oh, I didn't need to learn that. Dang. Never mind. Oh, that's fine. It happened. It was a waste of resource bytes. I played a bit of this, mostly to get the OBS to work with me, because OBS does not like this game. It literally, I literally had to finesse it so that it looked nice but didn't destroy my CPU, which took me several days to get correct. And then, you know, I live in a state where there was a hurricane, so that happened. which is why I haven't been posting anything for several days. almost 2 weeks, I think. The first week was OBS and the second week was the hurricane, honestly. But yeah, basically what I'll be doing is figure out what the resources are and do for the missions and doing those. The reason why I was like, oh, the soil centrifuge didn't need to have to unlock that is later I can unlock it through the missions, which is something you have to take account for, I think. To save you bytes is sometimes the missions that you get, if you complete them, will give you schematics and an item that you're wanting. So you always want to like kind of go through the missions before you do the research, in my opinion, and from my experience, because it saves you bytes, it lets you focus on other research, and it's just a faster, smarter way to get stuff. Now, what am I supposed to collect and how am I supposed to build? If you come over here and look at this, this is called compound. Compound is a building block resource. It's like what I call it. You collect a bunch of this and you can build certain items with it. For example, I can come over here. There are multiple ways to build stuff. Small printer, your backpack can make certain items. There's medium and large printers as well to make other stuff. As you can see, the compound I collected can make tethers. I can switch it around to make other things, like a small generator, which I actually will do because a small generator is something I'll need for early power. Also, when you craft stuff in your backpack, as you could see, I lost power. You have to be careful. You have to kind of make sure you're tethered to make sure you keep power. Mostly, oxygen's not that big of a deal, which is probably why I suffocate far more frequently than most people should. What I'll do is I'll suck all this up. I complete landfilling for the compound. I am actually out searching for resin, which is another compound. Kind of looks like an orange resource. Normally, wherever you spawn, there usually is the starting resources are usually pretty close. So I'm gonna go looking for that. There's cave systems in this game, which is where you can find like other resources. Oh, here's some more compound. Ah, there's resin off in the distance. Oh, I'm gonna go attach myself to tethers and go over there. That way. Another way you can collect research. One of the ways you can collect research. There's two ways, kind of. There is picking up items like this, the shell. If I hold Y, gives me research bytes, a certain amount. There's also these little grass round things will have research bytes sometimes. And the other way, like underground, will have little rock outlets that have research bytes as well. Oh, I'm out of tethers. I guess I'll make one using the... Yep, there we go. And the second way is kind of making a research center and then dropping items in like that it would basically research, as its name implies, and you'll get a set number of bits, and that takes, depending on how much power you have, a certain number of time to do. I'll show you how to do that later, because it's going to be kind of one of my main objectives in this video, is collecting enough to make a research center and start up my researching so I have more bits. I'm gonna back up a little so I don't fall in the hole. Oh, any more? About to say, there should be more. Very shallow hole if it wasn't. Oh, no, it's down there. Come on, you're lackluster. I connected to a thingamajig. Gotta make sure I'm connected to oxygen. You'll suffocate real quick if you're not. Dig it through a hole. There we go. Man, that one was... This deposit's really really low. Alright. We'll go back. Collect the mission reward. Drop off the resources. Actually, I won't drop them off because I'm pretty certain this will give me a medium storage container to hold everything. Oh, I got resources and landfall. Oh yeah, because I filled the small container. So I got 500 bits. And I researched the oxygenator. Oh yeah, there's the medium container. Set this down, open it up. Yeah, since the update with the mission logs, I find research is slightly less important if you focus on the mission logs. They usually kind of lead you into other items, like important items. That's why, like the soil centrifuge, how I accidentally unlocked it. I was like, oh shoot, I didn't need that. It's because I know for a fact that later I can get a mission that will give me the schematic unlocked and one of a soil centrifuge, so I don't have to make one. I'm opening this up. You can attach this to your shelter and I'll power it like that, how I did it just there. I'll lock it into place so I don't accidentally move this around. I will also add this generator for power and this small printer. And what I'll do is I'll hold that because I don't need it. My next couple missions are printing up, retooling, and distance lights in the distance. Let's see if I can find lights in the distance. As the name implies, if you look around, I think I'm too far from one. There are monoliths out in the distance. I think they're centered at the poles of the planet. If you look in the sky, you can kind of see their lights. And if you go to them, apparently well, there's a mission later that you can, once you find one, it sets you up for activating it. And I'm not entirely sure what it does because I never have done that. But in this playthrough, it will be my main focus is completing the missions, and that will be one. So that's probably one I will be doing eventually. But for now, I'm going to focus on setting up my base, I guess is the term to use. Not a factory. It's a base. It's more of a base. So for that, I will... Let's see. Medium printer on platform. Print, attach, boost, and drill mods. So printer's easy. I will do that doing this. I set this here. Yep. I'm gonna turn you on. Attach you. Kind of crooked, but it's okay. 2 compound. We'll just take the 2 of the 4 that we had, or now 3. When you press this, it will automatically set it up. If it's in your inventory, it's actually pretty neat. And it'll print it for me. Right now, I'm not using too much of the shelter's juice to slow things down. So when you have enough power, kind of speedy like this, it's actually very useful. Open it up. And bam, I've completed printing up. Now for the drill mods and stuff, you go in your research tree. Drill mod 1, boost mod. Each cost about 1,000 bits. So to get that much... Oh. Get the small battery. And that. Oh. I'm glad I didn't break that. Small battery. Gonna attach it to you for charging. And this large platform B. It's actually very useful. It's my go-to normally for shelters. So I'll dislodge these 2. Oh. Unlock this. I'm gonna kind of just shove this into a hole because I can't repackage it yet, which is something you can do and is very useful later. And I'll show you guys how, that is definitely something I will be aiming for. later in the game. Oh, battery backup. I completed another mission by doing that. I'm gonna set this right here. Open it up. It's kind of tedious. What I can do about that is I open this tool. As you can see, it's in dig mode sort of right now. I can hit the left bumper and get it to this weird square section. If I do this and then move to the edges of my platform, it basically flattens the landscape around me. And it's really good. It shapes it to whatever you start on, I believe. Which is why I start on the inside of the platform, because it is like, it's flat. It says flat, and I want it to match the flatness of the main platform section. So I do this, and I can expand my platform around. Just something I will do a little bit over here. There we go. That should do it. And then I just, pick this up, put it back down, lock it back in place, re-slap my tether down that I accidentally picked up. Something I will do a lot. This printer will go here. And my main objective is, I want to say the research table, but let me make sure. I just unlocked splinters and a power extenders, which will be kind of, I have no use for it yet, but those are useful. Print and make a smelting furnace and smelt aluminum and laterite. Those are in caves. Still have the retooling one for science. Make a research chamber. Okay. Craft larger batteries will require lithium from Besana and Novus. Those are the two of the other planets I have to go to, which means I have to make a rocket to get to those. So for right now, let's focus on the research thing, because that will get me rockets and other stuff. I need more compound, so let's go get that. And basically, this is kind of what I do in this game. I use the missions to dictate kind of the direction I need to go. And oh, hello. I have to move my small printer off my body and my generator. I forgot about that. And I will pick up one of you. One. You will go here. And you will go here. Turn you on. There you go. Ah, here you go. See how it flashes red? It's because it's using so much power. And if you come over here, or wherever there's this grass stuff, and you kind of siphon all up enough, get a piece, then you jump over to your generator real quick, and you slap it in there. It gives you enough power to stabilize you a bit when you're making stuff. And it'll make it go faster. Still a bit slow, but I accept it. Let us see. The next thing I want to learn how to do is make a furnace. So that's the next mission. And I think the furnace... Yeah, the boost mod is, as you can see, if you read the rewards for the boost mods and the drill mod, it gives me a soil centrifuge and 750 bytes. I'm pretty certain when it gives you the item, it also gives you the schematic, which is why I was like, oh, I need to... Oh, that was a weird sound. I need to get... I shouldn't have unlocked the research, which is fine that I did. As you can see, I put this in sort of backwards. I mean, depending on which way you want it to go. If it's backwards, you can pick it back up and hit the right bumper to get it back in place. And I will turn you off so I'm not wasting the grass. Now, this research center is another way to get bytes, which is actually very interesting. If I can find me a research item. Like, this is a research item. These big, blocky, ground things. There's some above ground and trees, underground, underneath stuff. You'll see them with the little logo when you have them. Let's do this. Yeah, they have a little research symbol. If you see that up underground or above ground, you can kind of do that. If you click on this, it'll tell you how many bytes you get, how much, well, you can turn it on. It tells you how many bytes per minute you get and how much time it would take to research it. So 11 minutes. And while that's going, I'm gonna do this, get bytes, get a 2 beacons. One I will slap here so I'll always know where I'm going, which I will change the color to green, and one on my person because it's good to know in case I die. There you go. These beacons, unfortunately, and this is something I wish they would change in the game. These beacons you can only see for so far. When you get to the part where you go exploring the planet, getting lost, and well, at least for me, is super easy. I get super distracted looking for stuff. I'll go left, right, and I won't really pay attention to where I'm going. And I spend so much time trying to find my way back because I just didn't pay attention. And I feel like I wish the beacons could be seen from basically as far as the poles. Like, I wish you could just see the beacons from anywhere, basically. That way you can always know your way to go back. Hello. You're an exo. Oh, exo cache. I will play with you later when I actually have the mission to do so. I know there's a mission for it. I'm actually looking to show you guys where the other research bytes. These little plant things have research bytes around them sometimes. They also have a research item under them. And these research bytes on the plants will respawn over time. I think... Now, I'm not sure since the updates because I've missed quite a few of them. I missed like 3. Before, when you took the research items from under them, they stopped the respawning of the research bytes on the plant. So it was just smarter to keep the... Oh, whoa, there's a lot of resin over there. Sorry. ADHD brain. If you just... I don't know. No underground cave. If you left the research items underneath the plant, it just lets you respawn research bytes. And they're about 30 to 40, so like it's an unlimited source. I'm just kind of exploring my general area around here. Debris. There are crash sites like this, stuff like that you can find. Sometimes the items in them are useful. All these are sealed. I'm looking for an open cave. Just got to keep an eye on my oxygen before I suffocate and just run back. Yeah, that's my warning sign. It's about halfway. I'll run back to a tether. I'm going to extend my tether bridge out a bit. I'm looking for a cave because I want to do that one mission for the aluminum and stuff because... Oh, I always run too far for these. There we go. There you go. Yep. Some people I hear don't like these tethers, which I don't know why. They're a good way of like, I guess because they're ugly, some people say. But I love tethers. Tethers keep me breathing. Are you... Oh. This is a different... Another version of a research byte. Oh, I also completed a quest. That's interesting. Oh, is that another battery? I'm looking low-key for a quick resource spot. Or these little crash sites usually have stuff that instead of researching solar panels and wind turbines, these items will carry them sometimes. So they act as like, I kind of cheat the system a bit. Instead of researching what I need for power, I can kind of just steal it from other things already in the world. Let me go see what missions I completed. And I kind of like doing that instead of wasting the research bytes because it helps me unlock things faster. Speaking of which, I should have, yep, 1000 bytes. Boost mod first. And let me see what I need for it. Boost mod. I need zinc. Okay, so I'm that's why I was digging for underground. I might just dig through one of the holes, honestly. But we'll see. Give me a second. Oh, thank you. Just what I needed. Tethers. Let us see. Ooh, this is a cave. Thank you. Your power extenders. Over here. I can't get to you. Interesting. Still no power for anything else. Oh, another battery. I'm getting a lot of these batteries. They're useful for if I want to go off the beaten path. Ooh, TNT. Something no one should ever give me, but I now have. I'm going to drop this stuff off and I'm going to go explore that cave. Canister, if you're wondering what the dirt canister's for, I can actually show you guys. Actually, I technically already did. Dirt canisters are used for shaping the terrain. It's also used for the soil centrifuge to make resources, which is why I'm like so focused on trying to get one, because it is a early game. It is really broken early game to get a centrifuge to use to basically get unlimited resources of a certain type that, in my opinion, you need a lot of, which I will show you guys eventually what that is like. Oh, cave. Dark and spooky cave. Thankfully, there's nothing in here that can really kill you. I mean, you could die in this. Fall damage, poisoning from certain plants that you can destroy. I'm kind of looking for a safe route down. This looks like a safe route down. Just gonna widen this hole a bit. If I can find a safe route down, help me build up a bridge when I get there. There we go. All right. Thankfully, I don't have to make a big thing for this. If you go out to where the arrow is facing out, you can kind of make little bridges like this. Oh. Yeah, I can get up there. And now this is how I can get kind of go in and out. Now, caves are good because they have basically different resources you can't find above ground. And research bites that you can unlock for more research than you can above ground. Like this, if I research this is worth like, I think like 800 bytes or something. It's really big actually for underground. These weird shaped plant things, these are how I can die underground. Mostly is the main. They're honestly the biggest reason why I die down here is I'll break a bunch of them and then I'll just go through their toxic fumes sections and just suffocate. Ah, research bits. You give me about 40 to 60. That was a perfect example. I liked that. Oh, look, some zinc over here. If I can find some more. Ah, there it is. You can find zinc, I think glass or quartz, and aluminum are the things you can find. I don't know if you can find things deeper, because you can go deeper. As you can see, there's a hole there. Oh boy. Gotta remember not to fall in that. Getting back up would be a pain. And like the underground system kind of has, oh, I was about to suffocate. Has layers, and the deeper you go, I'm not sure if you find new things. I've never gone really deeper in this game. Like I said, I don't really do the main missions to like go to the center of the planet and stuff like that, which is something you can apparently do, which I've never done. I mostly focus on building stuff up. Oh, hello. This is a research aid, and based on this one is a resource. It wants a resource and it looks just like that, which I think is something I can find. Oh, let me, ooh, gotta be careful about that. Oh, it's not poison. It like lets out an explosion that kind of kills me. These are seeds. Oh, all seeds. Ah, there it is. Research sample. A little bit of research. There you go. Destroy all these. They used to be poisonous. Well, I think there used to be poisonous plants around this area. And I don't know why they got rid of them. I think it's because they wanted a more relaxed experience, or unless they moved them to a different planet to make it like some planets are harder to go through than others because they have hazards. Oh, I got some of that. How much did I get? 1. Oh, let me look at your research. Are you what it needs? Yep, that's exactly what I needed. Pop this off. Inside, it will give you a research sample. Do not unlock this inside your backpack. You want to take this immediate, any kind of research sample that looks scientific like this, you want to run straight back to your research chamber and you want to pop it into that boy, because it is super. I will show you just how good it is. Because if you crack it now, it gives you like 700, which sounds like a lot, but I can triple that or double it or something like that using the research center. Okay, don't you stop. Oh, well, as soon as this is done, I will pop it in there. How much time you got? 44 seconds? Turn this on. Make this faster. I should have actually done that before. I totally forgot that the generator was right here. Give it a second. It should be almost done. I just want to show you guys how to do this. I will drop this up here, because these are... Alright. You pop this in here, and there's different versions, and it auto-activates. If you're looking here, almost 1,340, and it gives me 153 per minute, and it is that is why you slap those things inside those. You get so much research for it, for doing it through the system. There's small ones like that. There's big fat ones you can find inside the worlds. Those actually research for I think more. Those are like a must-have to find inside anywhere you going. All right, that was done. Oh, that was... Oh, it scared me. They explode over time. Oh God, gave me a heart attack. I've never seen them do that. They either explode or replant themselves. I'm not sure which. Oh. Sorry. My heart is resetting itself real quick. Jesus. I should have got a mission thing for this. Let me check it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna leave the little research items in here. I don't really have them right now. Need them right now. It's gonna be a minute before I'm done with that big research item that I have currently in there. Let me look at our missions. Oh. Unlock an EXO research aid unit. I got a buggy for free? Oh shoot. I didn't know that happened. Oh, awesome. I got a vehicle already. I can just drive around. Neat. Let's see. Furnace is the next thing I need. That's right. Well, 2 apiece will do pretty good. Let's see. I need 2 resin, 1 compound for the furnace. How much for another platform? 3 resin. So I have enough for the platform, so I'll make the platform now. And in preparation for making a platform, because I know when I do this, I'm going to struggle on power, I'm going to grab another grass thing. There we go. Make this. Struggling on power. I'll turn this on. It won't fix it completely, but it will make it easier. And now I need... What was it? I'll grab some compound and resin because I know I need some of it. I'll probably do 3 compound, 3 resin just to make sure. I'm pretty certain I only needed 1 of... Oh yeah, eat this. That's 1. I like how it always tells me when I get 1, so I can kind of keep track by the dings how many I have. That's 3. It's always useful. I really enjoy that ability. Like I said, most of this game I quite enjoy from my experience playing. Oop, completed take a bite. And I get more bites for that. I do really enjoy a lot about this game. There's only, I want to say 1 or 2 things I don't like about it. That's 1. From my experience, it's only a couple things that this game does that have... Well, actually, it's not a lot. It's like 1, maybe. 1 or 2. I know one of them's like, if you're out and exploring the world, you're not careful, you can really like fall in the planet. Like you could just fall inside a hole and get stuck, which isn't really a big deal. It's like you can just, it just makes you lose a vehicle, honestly, which is sad. All right. Oh, you're floating in the air. That's weird. Set you down over here. Time to make a furnace. There you go. And I got some extra resin and compound. Look at that. Ah, that's a good set. I'm actually gonna say, oh, uh-oh. I need to find more power. Yeah, that's what happens when you lose too much power. It gets super slow. I'm pretty certain you can actually decrease the power to the point where it like just basically stops working, which is why power in the beginning is such a focus, I think, for me. I focus so much on getting a power system set up, and I guess if you can find a buggy really fast, it makes it slightly easier so that you can let me see if I can build this. 2 compound. 1. Yep, I have 2. Finding a vehicle that lets you travel around so you can explore the wreckages to get solar panels and batteries and research centers and sometimes resources is really, really useful. I'm really pushing the power on this. Though it should be fun because I'm almost done with both the research and the sprinting. Alright then. I'm going to slap this behind this one and connect them. Just do this. Pick up this rover seat. Unlock this. And I'll lock it into place. And I can attach it to the other platform and it powers it as well. And what I can do is set this like this. Bam. I'm gonna move the small printer on this side. And now I can pick up all this resource I've collected and I can smelt them. Like this. And it's really, really fun to do. Oh, turn it on. I can turn this on and off too as well to save power if I need to. Alright. And that research bite gave me a ton of bytes. So I am going to take a drill mod 1. And we're set. Now for the drill mods, I don't think I'll be able to get one today because I do need, let's see, boost mod needs zinc, which I can probably get that one, and drill mod needs ceramite, ceramite, yeah, ceramite, and ceramite is found on the surface and some places. I actually don't know the exact location. You can find a ton of it though. It's actually kind of hard to find for me in my experience, but it is something I will have to find. Having a rover will help though. Being able to explore the map really quickly, or at least faster than I can here without needing tethers, because it supplies its own oxygen, is really useful. And it'll probably be how I find ceramite. And the reason I kind of want to get, another reason why you want to focus on the missions is it gives you bytes and items that you really would want without like going through research anyway, so it's a faster way to get it and it saves you on bytes. But also it kind of helps you in a sense that like the boost mod and the drill mods are really useful, because digging on dirt like this and underground really isn't that big of a deal with what I have currently. But if I were to try to dig in the mountain, say like something like hard rock, it takes forever. It's super hard. A drill and boost mod make it faster, and other planets, their surfaces aren't as soft as this one, and having a boost drill mod, 1 or 2, will make that super quick, because otherwise you're spending most of your time just digging the same place over and over again. And here's some zinc, so I can make the boost mod. And what I can do is I'll take my gun and I set this on one of the slots for the gun, and it lets me, and it makes me dig faster basically. It's really useful. Now for this, I unfortunately do not have a renewable source. Oh, unlocked that. And it gave me a medium storage, which is really useful. Just gonna slap it on here. Open it up. We good for, yep, that's it. We'll look at the next couple missions, kind of give us an idea what's going on next. Ooh, a ton. Look at that. Bait and switch. Gather. This can be found on samples of are needed to initiate local foil. Ah, interesting. Moving and hauling. Find a tractor. Well, that'll be the next thing I do anyway. Drill mod still. I'll have to do that. Arm yourself. Print an auto arm. Store a resource with an auto arm. That's, I've never really messed with an auto arm. I think they didn't have that when I stopped playing. Ah, here we go. Small shuttle and the oxygenator and a soil field thruster. And the wolfamites from another planet. You can find it on Deslola or Calidor. I can't say that first word. Very terrible at that. It gives me a medium generator and a floodlight. I will probably have to do the shuttle ones first. Explorer's kit, unlock oxygen shake, power cells, glow sticks, and dynamite. Okay, that I can probably do right now with all the bytes I have. Power cells. Nope. Oh, I can. I need a ton of. Let's see. Where is... Okay, there's research cells. Glow sticks. What was the other one? Oxygen take and dynamite. I think dynamite is on the bottom here. And is... Wow, that's a lot of bytes. I guess that's not gonna happen right now. So, I think it's a good place to stop. I'm gonna call this an episode. Yeah. This is Astroneer. I hoped you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed.